Amanda Kangro is a senior at William Patterson University. She is one of the talented students at Holbar Hall. Her achievements in Willie P have been an example for many of her peers. One of the many tasks she has earned is being one of the hosts of Brave New Radio's The Brave Babes.
Question though, if I came onto your purple tour van, what is the strangest thing I would find?
Dun, dun, dun. Probably lots of clothes. Yeah, besides us.
Okay, so when I was 10 years old, I used to listen to like Z100, and at the time it was the Morning Zoo with like Elvis Duran and John Bell at the time, and Carolina Bermudez was on there. And so I would hear them in the morning getting ready, and I'd be like, oh my God, like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to be on the radio. I want to make people laugh. I want to edit my own stuff to make ridiculous sound bites. Like, this is it. This is what I want to do.
From editing her own recordings for WPSC 88.7 FM, Amanda is not only showcasing her production side, but also her journalistic side by auditioning for The Roundabout, a show similar to The View.
Electric Harpist and Kibello. But before we get to that, let's dive right into this week's hot topics.
So I just became a media production like as my second concentration over the summer, but I learned a lot of the production in the broadcast journalism concentration that I have, and I feel that, yeah, I've gotten a ton of preparation, but it's all confusing and conflicting things from each professor. One professor would say a package is this thing, and then another professor who's actually worked for CNN says it's a completely other thing. So I feel like they just need to be on the same page in that regard to the production. But other than that, I feel pretty confident that I'm able to like be a real person in the future.
But not everything has been easy. The challenge of being one of the veterans at the radio station can sometimes take some getting used to.
So I've been at the radio station for about three and a half years now. So I've trained about seven or eight future oncoming DJs. And I've learned something from each and every one of my little trainees, even though majority of them are older than me. So basically, I think that I learned to see it through a different outlook. One person, his name was Dan, and he never listened to what anyone said, and he didn't follow any of the rules. He didn't care about the handbook. But when he got on air, it was a completely different person. Like, he was so entertaining. He made me laugh. He knew so much about music, and it kind of says like, oh, okay, yeah, this is how the protocol we have to follow, but if you're making good radio, do you really need to follow it?
With only a few months until graduation ahead, Amanda has so much to look forward to and so much to look back on.
As I prepare to graduate, what I want to take away is the fact that I was one of the 3 people who created the first all-woman talk show at WPSC 88.7. I want it to live, I want it to prosper, I don't want it to just like completely like kaputs after after like we graduate, because we're all graduating on the Brave Babes. But the Brave Babes is like my baby, and it's the first female talk show on the radio, and right now that's so important in this day and age because there's such a lack of female voice in this building, I believe.